Hi, this is Mark Kaufman, Blackboard's Senior Partner Software Engineer, and I'm going to do a recap of the proctoring framework. Go through it really quickly here. Look at the prior videos for details on how to get this set up. But the recap is this, and what I'm doing is I'm testing this on our latest production build that has the cookieless code in it. It turns out you don't actually need to change your proctoring service code to work with the cookieless feature. It's all built into Blackboard Learn and our developer portal itself, so you can just continue on with your proctoring framework work without worrying about the fact that we've gone cookieless with our framework. So in summary, there's two parts to this product, using the framework, and we've separated them here into two different tools. We got the UEF portion, and that does the configuration piece, and you need both REST and LTI for that. And then for the actual assessment launch, the start proctoring and end proctoring messages, you don't need a REST integration required for that. It's just an LTI launch, and I'm using for the configuration piece, I'm using this code, and it is on the branch 99 UEF proctoring. It's out on my GitHub repository. It's a clone of or a fork of the work Scott Hurry did for a UEF integration. And then this piece is been maintained by a lot of folks, a lot of work by Eric Preston and then his team, and it has the piece in there that manages or handles the start proctoring and end proctoring messages from when the student takes the exam. So and then the setup in Learn here, you can see that there's one REST API integration for the Ultra Extension Framework piece, and then also for the Ultra Extension Framework, we have this bit, and here we see we have an Ultra Extension setup, and for the actual start and end proctoring for this, when the student takes the exam, we have this tool set up. And as we explained in the prior video, Blackboard needs to set up the proctoring tool for you. You can't just do that from your dev portal. And we'll need your URL, and we'll need the name that you want to call the placement. And this is all explained in much more detail and slowly in the prior proctoring videos. This is just a recap video. So if we go to close our administrative panel and we go into our Ultra course, you can see that we've got a test set up here, and if I edit the test as an instructor, I can see that I've turned this on as a proctoring setting. I did that earlier. I enabled proctoring, and there's one proctoring service available, so that's the one that you pick, that you get when you enable it. It's the one that we just saw a moment ago in the LTI tools. And so it's set up to be proctored. And now the really good news is that if we close this out, I could log back in with a student account and I could demo the proctoring, but I'm actually going to show you that this works great with the student preview. So we start the preview as a student. This is what the student will see. You'll see that the test is proctored, and when they click on it, it's going to actually do the launch to start proctoring to the proctoring service. So we see that it's set up here, and we say view assessment, and now we're doing the proctoring start, and we're going to actually I don't want to end the assessment yet. Build the payload, start assessment, and so the proctoring service went ahead and this is all documented here on how this works. So we see that we just did this LTI start proctoring and we started the assessment. And so now the student takes the test, submits their answer, and oh, I didn't check the end assessment. So let me just reset this. This is another cool feature of, we've got this to reset the preview, so we can reset it. And now I can take the test again. We'll launch our proctoring service. And we want to do the end assessment piece of it. So we're going to check that box. And we'll build our payload. And then we'll start the assessment. And we'll take the test. But now, because we checked that box, we have to actually, the proctoring service has to end the assessment. So we can build the return URL and click that. And now the student has, in fact, completed the exam. And the proctoring service has done both of these parts. It did this start assessment, and then because this proctoring tool specified the end assessment return, which I did when I checked that box, now we've got this part. So now the student has taken the submission, the exam. They can view their submission. Looks like I did well. And now we can exit the preview. And then as the instructor, we can see in the gradebook that the student has taken this exam and it's complete. And so everything worked the way we would want it to work with a proctored exam. So thank you for watching.